Okay, pretend you can't see me in the mirror behind me. This is the year I will be looking in the lens, not the viewfinder. Let's get to resetting for 2023. I'm very excited for this video because I love a good, nice, fresh reset, restart, whatever, new year. Resetting for me is like, I know everyone's like, oh, Sunday reset, whatever reset. For me, it's like cleaning and organizing my room, my space, taking down all my Christmas decorations. As you can see on my bed, maybe, I don't know, I think you can see it. I am washing my sheets right now so I can change out my Christmas ones for my normal winter ones. Then I want to run to Five Below because they usually have like some pretty cute room decor, and I want to find a little acrylic shelf for my record player speaker. Maybe run to Target. The thing is, I don't know, I kind of want to do a hair gloss to like make my hair more vibrant. I want to set up my 2024 planner because I live by my planner, and now I've started using Notion this year, so I kind of use both interchangeably. Like, I plan my life out to a T, which is, it's just the way I am. I want to take stock of my physical TBR, and then I have so many old clothes that I need to go through and sort out if I'm going to donate them or try and sell them to Plato's Closet or put a few more on Depop. Today is Friday, December 29th, so we have today and tomorrow to do it. Well, and another day, but I work the next day on New Year's Eve. So on like New Year's Eve, I just want to like relax. Join me in resetting my life for 2024. I am caffeinated and ready to go. I have all of my decorations boxes up here. Let's just get into the video and we'll see where we go from here. Okay, so here basically my microphone decided to not work, aka I forgot to turn it on. So I just have to do a voiceover, but basically I'm just telling you guys that I put everything on my bed that I'm gonna decorate my room with, and I got done cleaning and I was ready to start redecorating and just kind of talk about what I was doing. So then I showed you my little CD situation, and I really wanted to switch out my Olivia CD with my Midnight's signed CD just so it's all like Taylor albums in a row in the frames. And then I was thinking about putting my signed CDs on that first shelf, and then I wasn't sure what I was gonna do with that second shelf yet. And then I really wanted to take down these string lights that I've had in my room since I repainted, which was when I was a freshman in high school, and I just figured it would look nicer and cleaner in my room if I took those lights down, because I also just didn't use them because there was no way for me to, because my bed was in front of where they plugged in. And then I was also talking about how I wanted to get a little clear acrylic shelf for my record player speaker, to have it sitting so it looks nicer. And finally, I was just showing you guys these shelves. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with them, but I used to keep a bunch of CDs on that bottom left shelf. So I went through and not got rid of some, but just put some in the basement in storage, and only kept the ones that I like actually listened to. And I just made it look a lot nicer. Okay, I took down all the lights, and it feels really like big and like empty up there now. Oops, got them all down. Yeah, I love the way it looks. It's like feels like just like cleaner and just like more simple. I also decided on the shelf I put my signed Midnights in where the Olivia signed used to be, and I put all my other signed CDs that I don't have frames for up here. And then I'll show you what I did with my other shelves under my TV. So here's under my TV, I have, basically it's all Taylor, Olivia, I have a Harry CD, like one or two other, this Taylor Swift candle, like this is all Taylor stuff, but it's like not like boom, except for this candle. And then I have my crystals and stuff down there. This shelf I don't love, like I just have like my little like potato lamp and then crystals. I don't know, it's cute, it's just whatever. Maybe I can find something like cuter at Five Below, because that's where I'm about to head to. And then down here just more like poem books, tarot card books, astrology stuff, a little candle, and little plant type thing. Now I have to put my bed together because my sheets are done being washed. Let's go to Five Below and maybe find some cute little cheap decor. You know, just a little something to spice it up. Mostly looking for a shelf, but we'll see what else we can find. Five Below is a bit of a fail. They only had like hanging wall shelves, and I just want like an acrylic like stand-up shelf. But I did find, of course I got some candy, but I got this like desk organizing kit, which I didn't really need, but it was $5 and it's like really cute colors, so I'll find use for it. It has like a pencil cup and then like two like tray things. I wasn't gonna stop at Target, but now I guess I am, and I'm still contemplating getting hair gloss. I don't know, we'll see. I'll go look and see what they have. We got the goods at Target, but I found one shelf and I was like, okay, this works, like it's like the size requirements that I need and stuff. And then I walked 2 feet down the aisle and I found this one for $6 cheaper, and exactly what I was like. It's technically, it's like a little thing like this that you put stuff in, but I'm gonna flip it like that and set the speaker on it, and it's gonna be perfect, and just like raise it up behind the record player. Like that's all I needed. Excited about that. And then I also got the hair gloss that I showed you guys, so I'll probably do that tonight. Let's go home and finish my room. Bed is done, un-Christmas-fied. My whole room is un-Christmas-fied. These aren't the most like pretty aesthetic like blankets on the end, but they're the most functional. Like I go for those like if I'm going downstairs and I want a blanket, or if I'm like laying on top of my bed and I want a blanket, that's what I grab. So going for function over fashion right there. But yeah, my room is pretty much done, so I guess I'll give you guys a little overview. I just think it looks really good and like fresh and clean, so let's get into it. Okay, I just filmed the whole thing without the microphone being on, but let's try this again. Here's an overview of my room, all un-Christmas-fied. I'm just gonna do a quick little view. This is my bed, same as always. I took my tapestry down that was behind these lights before Christmas because I've had it since 2020 and it was very much like 2020 aesthetic and I didn't love it anymore. So, and then I have this mirror ball in the corner. Taylor Swift, what are you doing here? There and there. And I think it's so cute. I got it from Five Below during Christmas time. If you watch my Vlogmas, you'd know. Bedside table, same as always. Got a humidifier and a heater. That's what those two things are. Little basket. Little mirror, same as always. My biggest change was on my dresser. Now, obviously, I would not be lighting this candle like right next to it. I just have this here for decoration, and then when I light it, I'll probably move it to my nightstand or something. But I got this record player for Christmas. Go watch my Christmas haul if you want to see it in depth. Well, not really. I guess I didn't really show it in depth in that video, but this is it. It's so nice. Like, it has this like clear case, and then I got the speaker to go with it as an early birthday gift, and then I put the little stand up as you guys saw, and it works so well. Like, it's so good, and just like, I don't know, I think it looks really good like that. So didn't really change my desk at all, but so cute. And then this area I also kind of decluttered, like I showed you guys, switched out some of the ones in there, and then put all my signed CDs up here. We got Taylor, we got Renee Rapp, we got Gracie Abrams, Olivia, and Conan Gray. And then up there is the same as it's always been. So cute. And then I used one of those little shelf, or like not shelf, but little organizer things from Five Below today to put my perfumes on, which I think looks so pretty and like aesthetic. I don't know, I think that's so cute, and it adds a little pop of color to my room. So that's the only change there. Didn't really change much on my bookshelf, just added some decorations that I already had. And then down here, I moved my music stuff up to this shelf. It used to be down there, so I feel like you can like see it better there. And I, again, decluttered all my CDs, put all my vinyls there, just have like subtle Taylor references on here. Subtle, mostly. And my crystals, and like this is kind of like two random little shelves. I don't know, it's cute. It's whatever. Yeah, I'm obsessed with how it turned out. Let's keep on going with the reset. Okay, next on the resetting to-do list, organizing my whole life, I'm gonna go through all the clothes that I have in garbage bags in the basement that I'm like, I don't, like, every season I go through my clothes and like get rid of stuff that I don't wear, like didn't wear last year or whatever. So I have 2 full garbage bags, a garbage bag of shoes, and then a little bag of like pajamas that I don't like anymore, so, or like don't fit me or whatever. So I'm gonna go through that and make a Goodwill pile and a Plato's Closet pile, like stuff that I can possibly sell to Plato's Closet, make a little extra money. I'm gonna go through that, and like the good thing is I've already decided that I don't want these clothes, so I don't have to worry about that part. I just need to decide if it's like good enough to try and sell, or if I should just give it to Goodwill. So I'm just gonna go sort that out, and yeah. It is now time to sit down and fill out my planner for 2024, do some goal setting. I'm like really determined to like set realistic and tangible goals this year. I'm gonna do 2 separate like goal lists, one for just my life and then one for reading. The reading one is probably only gonna have like 1 or 2 goals on it, but it's okay. This planner, I really like it because it has, obviously I always look for one that has like the days, and it has this week's priorities, a shopping list, things I'm grateful for, and then a daily habit tracker, which is perfect because my old planner had that, but it was like on the month page. So like instead of being like in the like a daily habit tracker, it was like the monthly on this like calendar page, so I always forgot to flip back to it and like actually keep track. This plus my Notion is perfect for me. I think I'm gonna do my Notion tomorrow, but I mean it'll still be in this video. So let's start. So this planner has an empty page at the beginning that I'm just gonna write down just my 2024 goals and just like things I want to do this year. Okay, I want to make like a cute, I have these, what are these called? Mild liners, and then these like pens that I want to try and use. I'm also going to go through the planner and probably write in like people's birthdays and like important dates and stuff as well. I think that's cute. Whatever. Okay guys, this is where we're at. Why is my battery flashing? I need a new, one of my goals for this year should be a new camera battery, but that's what we got. Don't look at my face, that's what we got. Okay, so now I'm gonna write them down and write down my reading ones, and I'll get back to you. We are back. The page turned out so cute. I'm not gonna show it too close because I have like a few like personal goals on there that I'm just like not gonna share, but I'll share with you the goals that I do want to share with you. So for just my overall 2024 goals, of course I have to put one like health exercise related things. It's always just like there, like on your mind at the beginning of the year. So I want to run / take more walks more often. Either like run on the treadmill, go to the gym, or go to the gym and do like the 12:33 or 12:3:30. For my next goal, I said to get 4,000 subscribers, or like hit 4,000 subscribers this year. I think that'd be cool because I hit 2,000 this year and I'm already well on my way to hitting 3,000 thanks to you guys. So it'd be really cool to get to 4,000 by the end of this year. Also, my next goal is to be more proud of my like YouTube channel and social media, because I feel like my YouTube channel, it just stays on YouTube. I tell people about it, and like some people in my real life obviously know about it, like obviously my family and friends and stuff, but like posting on social media, like being like, hey, I uploaded a new video. I'm just a very like introverted person as well, so I'm like, don't watch my videos in front of me, but like go check it out later. Like that's what I want to do. I didn't know how to word this one, but like work on time management for school. What I meant is like basically not rushing at the last second to get all my assignments done. If you watched my Vlogmas, you'd know I was stressing. I was stressing the last like week before Christmas, and that wouldn't have happened if I just like worked on this stuff like periodically. Next goal is to save more money and be more intentional with my purchases, which I feel like I did decent today because like I only bought what I really came there for. Okay, the desk organizers maybe not, but I still like found a way to use them, so that was a little slip up. But I only bought from Target like what I came there for. Not going to Target when I'm bored would also help, because if I go to Target when I'm bored, I just like end up buying a bunch of random stuff that I don't need. And that goes for books too. Like I need to stop buying books. Then the last goal I have on here is to see the world, which I already do have an international trip planned for this next year, so very excited about that. So maybe that's cheating to put that down because I know I'm going to accomplish that goal, but it's still cool to like put it on there. Now on to just specifically my reading goals. I want to read 35 books this year because in 2023 I read 37 or 38 and I had it set for 40, and I was like, oh, I just wanted to hit that 40 so bad, but I just couldn't. So I figured I should probably lower it, also considering because I will be traveling and just like wanting to focus more on school this upcoming year because I'll be a senior in the fall. So next, I really want to reread Beach Read. I don't really know why I wrote that down here, but I want to reread more books this year. But especially if I only like get to reread one, I want to reread Beach Read by Emily Henry because that was just like a classic. And I feel like I didn't appreciate it as much when I was reading it the first time. So I feel like I should reread it and maybe like annotate it. I'd never annotate books, but I feel like that would be a good one to annotate that. Finish all the series I've started. I need to, because I'm in the middle. I'm not even in the middle. I've like read one book of a series and just like not kept going. And then I also want to read at least one Kindle book a month because I do pay for Kindle Unlimited. And if I go a month without reading a book on Kindle Unlimited, then it's like, why did I just pay for it? So those are my goals. Now I'm probably just gonna go through this planner and almost dropped it. Put in all the important dates and probably set up my first daily habit tracker. My planner is all filled in. I tried to make it like cutesy, whatever, put in all the important dates. I think I'm just going to go do that hair gloss. I don't know, should I do it, guys? My hair actually looks pretty good right now, but it's just like dull, and it's like, what color even is this? And I just want it to be like vibrant for the new year. I also might do a little like, you know, the everything shower where you like, you know, shave, do exfoliant, like do everything. I washed my hair last night though, so I'm just like gonna do the hair gloss tonight. It's been a good day of a reset and we're gonna finish it up tomorrow before I have to go to work. Okay guys, it is now the next day and this is how my hair turned out. I'm obsessed with it. At first I've been having very mixed emotions on it, but I think I finally come to the conclusion that I love it. But when I first got out of the shower, my roots like up here was like, seemed like bright yellow orange, and I was like, oh my god, what did I do? Like, what did I do to my hair? But it dried so nice, so good. And then also continuing my little spa night. Also, I used like my body scrub. I did like the whole 9 yards, you know, like the everything shower. So I wanted just like a nice refresh for the new year. And then I also did my nails. I did these like press on or like glue on ones. Hopefully it's focusing, but there you can see they're like, they kind of like change color. So cute, love them. They're a little longer than I thought they'd be, but you know, that's okay. And I actually got one more thing in the mail that I can add to my new little refreshed room. It's this thing, it says now playing, and you hang it up, or you can hang it up wherever, but I'm gonna hang it up by my record player, and then whenever I have a record playing, I'm gonna like put it on here. So let's hang that up right now, and then my room will be finally 100% all finished. Okay, so now that my little record player corner is all set up and it literally looks so cute and aesthetic, and I feel like the 1989 vinyl like really fits the aesthetic of that little corner. Last thing I need to do for this video is set up my 2024 Notion and make it all nice and pretty, and then I'll come back on here and give you guys a little Notion tour. Let's do that, and then I'll give you a tour of it. I have stacks of books going on around me, but right now I basically have my whole Notion set up. I just spent the last like few hours working on it. One part of my Notion is I want to keep track of my physical TBR on here. I'm gonna go through this whole bottom shelf of my bookshelf are all of the physical books that I own that I have not read yet, which is what the physical TBR is, and I'm going to stamp them and enter them into my Notion. So I figured I'd film that as a little extra thing. Okay, starting off, we have the, what is this called? Off-Campus series. I pre-ordered this whole thing with the sprayed edges this past year, so excited to get into this because I feel like it's like a classic book talk series that a lot of people talk about. So we got The Deal. That didn't work very well, but good enough. Got The Score, The Goal, and then The Legacy. Then we have Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. We got The Hawthorne Legacy by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Then we have You Again by Kate Goldbeck. Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. I'm really excited to get to this one this year. I've heard great things about it, and the second one comes out. I think it might be out already, so gotta get on this train. So good. Oh my god, I love the way it looks on the blue. Then we have The Only One Left by Riley Sager, a thriller. Daisy Darker, Alice Feeney. Addicted to You by Krista and Becca Ritchie. Very excited to get into this series this year. The Naturals, also by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Once Upon a Broken Heart. Mile High by Liz Tomford. The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. From Lukov with Love by Mariana Zapata. The Nanny by Lana Ferguson. Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. And finally, we have the book that I've had the longest. I got this one on the after Christmas hardcover sale last year from Barnes. And those are all the books that I have not read yet. I don't think I even said the title of this one. It's Lessons in Chemistry. I feel like I didn't say that, so yeah. My physical TBR is way bigger than I thought it was. I'm kind of scared to count. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 22 books. That's over half of what I read last year. Nobody let me buy a physical book until I read like at least half of this. Book Talk and BookTube really got to me last year. I need to stop. I'm gonna order these and finish up my Notion and then give you guys a tour. Also charge my camera battery because it is flashing. I am ready to show you guys my Notion and go through it. It's called the all-in-one workspace. It's just a very nice way to like keep your life organized, and you can like quite literally just do anything with it. I don't know how else to explain it. So yeah, let me record my screen and show you guys what we got going on. When you first open my Notion, this is what it looks like. A lot of people like to do a like homepage thing, whatever, so I just did mine like this, and I thought it was really cute. When I first started it, I was really into like customizing it and stuff, so I looked up a lot of different things like adding this clock and stuff. Yeah, very basic. I'm not gonna like explain how I did a lot of it, but if you have any questions, like let me know. So this is what it looks like. I just have my table of contents, which is the same thing that's like over here, but I like how it looks over here. All these little graphics, these little like icons are from a website. I think it's called super.so. So yeah, we got the table of contents, all the different tabs over here, which is like all the different, well, it's like all the different pages on my Notion, which is also over here on the left. But and then I just have a daily to-do list that I like to fill out most mornings with like things that I want to do for the day, or like, you know, things I want to do the next day. Because this is also, you can get Notion as an app on your phone, so I use it on there a lot as well for my daily to-do lists, just so I can have it with me wherever I am. And then at the bottom I have my month at a glance. Everything so far that I have for this month. I don't even have my birthday written on here. Let me add my birthday, because that's coming up. Imagine if I could type. There. Okay, my birthday is on there now. My next page down is my weekly to-do list, because I love having my week like laid out. And obviously I use a paper planner as well. But if I'm just, you know, on my phone or on my laptop, it's easy to just plan it out in here because usually I use my planner just for like school work and stuff. Down here I have my little life to-do list, but there's like some personal things on here that I'm not gonna show, but I do have like for my life to-do list, it's like things that take either like months or like weeks to do, or just like overall things that I want to get done eventually. Got that. Next page is my reading log, which I beefed it up, and I really went in on this, so I love this. I love the little gif at the top because I love Belle. So first up here we have my series tracker, which is all of the series that I either own or have started. And I have, so like this is the Chestnut Springs series by Elsie Silver, so I own all the books except for the first one, which I read on Kindle, so I have it, I don't own it, but I read it, and then the rest I do own, but I haven't read it, and then I can change it to I ordered it, or I own it, or I have not read it, currently reading, or read, so I can just like track and see where I am in the series and like how my progress and like if I own it or not, and I have that for all the series. So we got the Empyrean series, Fourth Ring and Iron Flame, Once Upon a Broken Heart, Knock 'Em Out. Like a lot of these I simply just like own the first one and haven't read it and don't own the rest of it. The Inheritance Games, I've made a dent in that. It's just nice to see like if I've made a dent in it or not. Naturals, ACOTAR, this is the first and only series on here that I'm like almost fully done with. We got Magnolia Parks, the Addicted series, that one's a big one that I need to tackle. But we got Fine Print, The Dreamland Billionaires, Windy City, and then Maple Hills, which, oh, I can delete that because that's literally out and read. And I can add the next one. What is it? Daydream? Yeah, Do Not Own, Do Not Read. That's out sometime next year. I don't even think there's an official release date. So beneath that I have just like a list of books that I want to buy, or that I just have like saved on Goodreads or just in my phone somewhere, all on one big list. So if I ever end up at a Barnes and Noble, or you know I'm like looking for a book to buy, I can just check out this list and be like, oh yeah, I wanted to buy that one. Then we have my little, I don't even know what you would call this, but my little whatever of my monthly reads. So this is where I'm going to keep track of every month like what books I read that month. So I'm going to open up January, and I just added this little like aesthetic picture from Pinterest of like reading with like winter background. And then in each month I have the same chart. I have books I read, and then I'll add the book, the rating, and my thoughts. So when I do my seasonal wrap-ups, I can have like little thoughts laid out here and I know what to talk about. Very excited about that. I tried to pick like little aesthetic pictures for each month. And then we have, this is what I was just showing you guys. This is my physical TBR chart of all the books that I own but have not read, and this is not including like what I have saved on Kindle, obviously. And then here we have not read, currently reading, or read, and then the rating and the date completed. So I'm hoping that all of these will be read by the end of this year, but we will see on that. The next page I have is finances, which this has really helped me with like budgeting and saving up over the past few months. So I just have a little link to each month. So we'll open up January, and oh, I did not finish typing the word food. Okay. We have, each month has the same table. It has date, item, price, and then paycheck. So every time I buy literally anything, I will enter it into this chart and how much it costs. And then it'll actually add it up here at the bottom, like how much. And then every time I get paid, obviously I'll add it here too. And then I can just like see my spending versus how much I'm getting paid per month, obviously, and it just helps me visualize it. And then these colors, I can change the color of each item to, if it's green, it means that like I needed this, like toothpaste or just like something that I needed to buy. Purple is for food, for like if I stop at Starbucks or McDonald's or something, I'll add that on here. And then red is wants or other, so basically anything that I did not need to actually buy. So my goal is to not have that much red on each month's chart. The thing below that is monthly expenses, so I'm not going to show that, but I just have, you know, everything like my phone bill, or you know, every like credit card bill, monthly payments laid out there, so I can see how much I am spending. Like that's money that has to be spent each month, and I can see if I, and it helps me keep track if I've paid that bill or not. And then linked on this finances page, but also on this sidebar, is my wish list, and it has a really random, it's just this chart. These are just things that I've like seen that I would love to purchase for myself in the future. And by wish list, I just mean kind of like purchases that I either want or need to make eventually, because one of them is I need a new retainer. So that's hopefully something that I will buy this year. The next page is my school page. This one's pretty empty. There's not much going on. I just have this like affirmation at the top. I always get good grades. Like, it's not true, but like if I see it, maybe I'm like, yeah, always get good grades. Like it'll help. Again, it's kind of empty. I'll get it more filled up once the new semester starts and everything, so we'll see on that. But I just have that same calendar linked here, and then I just have a link to my grad plan that I kind of made when I was signing up for classes this past semester, just to like see where I'm at and if I'm even going to graduate on time, and so far I am, so that's always good. Moving right along, we have my YouTube page, which is also an amazing spot to keep myself organized. The first thing on this page is this link to a video ideas page, where if I get a video idea, I just throw it on that list, because sometimes I simply don't know what to film for that week, and then I can just check that list and be like, okay, I can film that video, or you know, I was thinking about making a video like that. Then we have another one of these like little, I don't even know what you call these. This one is this gift because it's my birthday month. So I just have all the videos for this month listed. So yeah, we just have, I'm not gonna show it, but all my videos for this month. We got my little birthday gift, so like February videos for this month, and I'll plan out, you know, what days. And then again, I just have a calendar down here because I like to add onto the calendar like what day I want to film and what day I want to upload. Moving right along, we have a summer 2024 page, because if you didn't know, I'm going to Europe next summer. So I just have this little like planning page. So I'm going to add the itinerary here to buy, just like things that I want to buy for the trip, and then a little to-do list and packing list. Which I love planning out every little thing I'm gonna pack, because otherwise I will forget something 100%. So, and the very last page I have on my Notion is another thing. My summer 2024 page, my wish list page, and my habit tracker are all things that I added that I didn't have on my Notion last year. So I'm excited about this. It's not like, again, it's not the most aesthetic. There's probably like a better way to do it, but this is what I have for January at least, and then I can change it up if I learn a better way to do it like next month. So I have January habits, and I just have a row of check boxes for each day of the month. So like today's January 1st, so I read a book today, I made my bed, or I didn't read a whole book, but I read today, made my bed, I didn't work out, and I didn't spend money, so I checked that. I took medication, I probably did not get that great of sleep, so I'm not gonna check that. And I did not wear my retainer last night, so I cannot check that one. And at the end of the month, I can just see like where I'm kind of slacking and where I've been doing good. So that is my Notion. So that is my Notion for 2024. That is me resetting my whole life, for 2024. And I just feel very like refreshed and like ready to start this new year. So I'm very glad I did this. Let me guys know what you guys are doing for the new year, if you've set goals, or if you're also like cleaning and reorganizing your space like I did. I always just love doing that because it feels like fresh and like a fresh way to like a fresh restart. I don't know. I'm very excited for this upcoming year on YouTube. I have some plans, some bigger plans, and I'm just very excited to like really do a lot more with my videos and just like focus really on like making my videos like the best they can be. So very excited for that. Thank you to all who have joined me over the past year. I've grown a lot this past year, at least to my standards. So thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys next time for another video. Bye.